Greetings, YouTube. I don't know if you've seen the new Gillette commercial that's causing all the controversy in the internet today, but you need to see it. So I'm going to post a link to a discussion on Bored Panda about it, and I suggest you go take a look at it because my commentary will make a great deal more sense if you have watched it already. Now, but in essence, the commercial is saying men should be their best, and they should not be reinforcing the traditional tropes of toxic masculinity and the patriarchy. And that's the message. Be your best. And a segment of the men on the internet are screaming out in reply, no, we won't. That, in fact, we will be horribly, disgustingly vile in response to this. Now, one of the points of contention that seems to be going around concerning this discussion is that a whole lot of folks seem to be confusing the concepts of masculinity with toxic masculinity. They are not the same thing. And no one is saying all masculinity is toxic. They're saying that there is a type of masculinity, toxic masculinity, which is bad. And if you espouse that position, we're going to call you on it. And we're going to say you shouldn't do that. And we're going to encourage people to be better. And that's all this ad says. Be better. And the men on the internet are doing the horrible Darth Vader no scene. And they don't want to apparently be better. In fact, they're going to be horrible. Now, one of the things you could ask legitimately is, okay, what is masculinity? What is masculine? And in my opinion, the answer is pretty simple. If a man does it, and it isn't harmful to others, it's masculine. By default, that they are a man. So any act a man does is masculine. There you go. Now, if they are attempting to behave in an intentionally feminine way, there are men that want to intentionally do that. Okay, that's fine. But if a man is cisgender, considers themselves a man, anything they do is masculine. So what's toxic masculinity? Well, the simplest definition in my mind is judging men for what they do. Saying that you should do this and not that. You should speak this way and not that way. You should dress in this manner and not that manner. If you do this thing, then you're not masculine. Calling men names, belittling them, deriding them, trying to get them to conform. The old trite, well, boys will be boys, which is bullshit. Boys have to be raised to have the full range of human emotion. We have to raise boys so that they know that they have more than the option of anger available to them. Because that's how I was raised. That the only legitimate emotion that you could express is anger. And I struggle with it. I'm 54. And I'm still working on it. But at least I'm working on it. A lot of men aren't. They've convinced themselves that's the way men have to behave because that's how they were raised by men, and unfortunately often by the women in their lives, because the women have been raised within the same toxic masculine society, and they are pushing the patriarchal agenda because that's how they were raised. Men do this and not that. And so they toe the line because that's how they were raised. Just because you were raised some way doesn't mean it's the right way. Doesn't mean it's the healthy way. A lot of this kind of thinking bleeds over in conversations about hitting children. And still, I think I've only shut the commentary off on 2 videos on my channel, and I've got over 4,500 of them, I believe. And the first one I ever did was about not hitting kids because the response was so horrible. But if you were hit as a child and you've grown up to think that hitting children is okay, you're not okay. And you didn't get out of your childhood in a healthy way. And if you were raised to think that men have a very confined, constrained little place that they have to live in, you were not raised in a healthy way. And you should really seriously question how you are raising the men in your life, so that they don't end up trapped the same way you are. And they can end up healthier and happier and have the entire range of human emotions available to them. That they know it's okay to cry whenever they damn well please. It's okay to feel happy and sad. It's okay to cook. It's okay to sew. It's okay to fix cars. It's okay to play sports. It's okay to like musicals. It's okay to do anything and everything available to the human species. And that's healthy. And as something I saw online about this whole discussion for any of the men out there who are very, very upset about this Gillette commercial, you know, maybe you should smile more. You look much better when you smile.